Okay, so I'm here with Jo Moultrie. Congratulations, Jo, on your recent performance this weekend. Running 9:06 indoors is fantastic and gets your your indoor performance to a good start. So, before we talk about the indoors, would you like to just give us a little bit of a lowdown how you think your cross country season went?
For me this year, cross was like a big surprise because I didn't really change much training wise or anything. So I think just having a good base over the summer really prepared me well. And the first few races, like Notre Dame and Wisconsin, especially because that was a big meet, were really great to be up there with those sort of top girls and running well. And then carrying it through the rest of the season, I got a little illness midway, but nationals was good as well. But I was a little disappointed initially, like just because the top few runs had been so well that I'd reset my sights a little. So like I was a little disappointed with 30th, but as a team we did great. Like we'd started off the year unranked, climbed to 17th, and then finished 10th on the day. So for us, like nationals for us was more a team aspect. So it was a great day for us.
Okay, do you kind of wish that you came back for the trial, or did you never have the trial in your plans?
We actually did consider it, and that was always the plan. But then after Wisconsin, when things were going better than expected, we just thought it might be better for me to aim for good indoors. And like, I think the discussion we had with Jo was like, I'm running within the top 10 in the nation at that point, and no one knew who I was. So we're going to make sure like by indoors they do. So like, I was planning to, but midway through the season when things were going better than expected, we decided not to.
Well, I'm sure you have plenty of opportunities to make those cross-country teams anyway.
That's right, yeah.
So would you just give us a typical training week from like Monday to Sunday?
So Monday there's not actual practice. We like either have an off day or run on our own. So I'd probably do like an easy hour in the morning, and then I tend to do my own drills and some strides just to kind of keep things turning over and keep sort of my technique in check. And then Tuesdays would be our like track sessions. It's generally quite a long, kind of more volume based than to what I'm used to. With shorter recoveries. Wednesday we've now started weights after on a Tuesday session as well. Sometimes second run in the evening to shake out. Wednesdays is an hour run again with the team. Thursdays another steady run, and then weights followed by that for the middle distance crew. And then Fridays at the moment we're doing tempos, which are currently like my best part of my training, like 8 or 10 mile tempos, which have taken a while to get used to. Saturdays we don't meet, so it's an off day or easy shake out ourselves. And then Sundays we do a long run in probably the foothills, so a good like 12 or 13 miles up there, which is a lot higher elevation as well.
Okay, Jo, so your performances have been really striking this year. Like you said, 30th at the NCAAs, this great indoor start. Do you think it took you a little bit of time to get used to New Mexico, the new environment, the altitude? Because, like I said, the performances this year are completely contrasting to what you performed last year.
Yeah, I think definitely, like last year was still a transition year. Like last year's cross, for me, on the last few years at home was a lot better. But this year just seemed to really take off. And I think just adjusting to the likes of the tempos, the longer track sessions and the short recovery. And I think maybe having the extra year at altitude just helped. And now that seems to have carried through to my track season. My indoors last year was good, but I had some like problems outdoors with asthma, but at that point we didn't know what was going on. So like I'm hoping this year, like now that we've fixed all that, and I think just at that point we didn't know what was wrong, so we've fixed a lot with my diet, my sleeping patterns and stuff like that, and it seems to have all really paid off, so it's quite good.
Okay, Jo, so going back to indoors, what are the plans for obviously the next few months?
So the team's going back to Seattle in 2 weeks. I think we're going to discuss what to do event-wise, probably the mile, but now there's like after the weekend going so well, we may try a debut in the 5,000. But I think the focus is to run 3,000 at nationals now. So we'll just kind of do what's best, gearing towards that. And then a month from now, we'll have conference. So we're in Boise, where nationals were held last year. So to probably run the mile in the 800 and the DMR, and then taper down into nationals.
Okay, Jo, it seems a very, very busy next few months. Okay, so looking quite far ahead now, what are the plans for the outdoor season?
So like the original plans, like for the weekend, were to try and debut 5,000 outdoors. A big aim for me is the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow, and the qualifying opens in April. So I think having the Mount Sac and Stanford races is quite a benefit for me, and especially now things are going well. So we're hoping to try a 5,000 then, and I think still kind of focus between the 15 and 5,000, and then see how things are going, and then come back and hopefully run one of the trials as well.
Okay, are you still an under-23, Jo, for the track?
No, I turned 23 at the end of November, so I was aiming for the World Students,
okay,
and now cancelled that. So.
Oh yeah, well that's a completely different subject. But okay, so that's your outdoor plans. Obviously, you're gonna it's gonna be your second year. It's your second year at New Mexico now. Do you have any plans, or do you know what you're gonna kind of do after?
So this is my final year. I'm thinking of probably just coming back and staying here after the summer and training again, like just because the Commonwealth is my major aim. I don't want to feel like I've actually given it a really good go, and then probably like get a part-time job on the side to help fund that, just so I know I've given it an attempt, and then probably see where things are going from then.
Okay, Jo, so the question that I've been asking quite a few people is, if you could give a Jo Moultrie treat, it could be training, nutrition, whatever you like, what would the tip be?
Just consistency, and I'm finding that, especially this last year, consistency in everything: diet, sleeping, training, like all the tiny little things that you don't think matter, they will eventually all pay off. So I think just be consistent in everything you do.
Okay, Jo, well, thank you from 8Lane. We wish you the best of luck, and we hope you have a really successful debut over the 5K.
Thank you.